What's up, YouTube? Tops85401 here. I've been collecting cards since 1983 pretty regularly. I took maybe a 4-year hiatus in there, 4 or 5-year hiatus right after high school. But for the most part, I've been collecting cards since 1983. I'm 50 years old now. And when you turn 50, you start thinking about that you're not immortal. Especially like my 50th birthday, I started to realize, man, my life is like halfway over. And when I started thinking about that, I was thinking to myself, how many cards can you get in a lifetime? So I've been collecting bonds for what, like 23 years now? About 23 years. He's been my main focus in my collection. How much can you acquire, and where does your collection go from there? And another thing I've been thinking about, I've been reading a lot like online, and all these people that buy vintage cards. Here, I'll move on to the next card. By the way, this one's numbered to 50. Pretty sick card from the JM collection. But anyways, I'm moving along here. You hear about these big collection finds and these collections that are getting introduced into the hobby, and I'm referring to vintage cards. But those cards aren't new to the hobby per se. They were in somebody's collection for 50, 60, 70 years. They're just, I guess they're new to the hobby as far as like availability for other collectors. Another card numbered to 50. But overall, they've been in the hobby the whole time. And it makes you think, like, how much vintage is really out there? Topps and Bowman, they printed a lot of that stuff back in the 50s. And you even go back before the 50s, you see a lot of, like, the Gaudi cards, all these big Gaudi card collections and stuff. They're all being reintroduced into the hobby, and there's a lot of that stuff out there still, guys. So just makes you think, right? Like, what can you acquire? What happens to your collection when you're gone? Where does a hobby go from here? What are people going to want in the future? There's only so many hobby dollars out there. So are the hobby dollars going to shift from vintage to 90s to ultra modern? Oh, guys, I forgot to talk about this card. But this is a game used glove card, and it shows a picture of the batting gloves. This one has a chunky glove patch in it. Cool card there. Anyway, yeah, it's just kind of fun to think about. So guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think about these things I've been thinking about. Here's a really cool throwback threads. We got Willie Mack on side A and Barry Lamar on side B. And you guessed it, numbered out of 50. So kind of to expand on that, the collection where I've been picking all these cards up, including every card in this video, is from somebody that is selling off their collection. The famous JM collection. He collected bonds, from 1986, 87, and decided to sell off his collection around 2021, 2022, somewhere in there. So, yeah, I mean, it's just interesting, right? So one could say that I bought the cards I've been buying lately, I'd say about 75% of all the bonds cards I've been adding into my collection were cards that weren't available till recently, but I wouldn't go as far as to say it's an undiscovered collection. I guess a lot of the older collectors weren't really on social media a lot. Introverted collectors that didn't really want to talk about their collection with other people. But anyways, here's another one. This is a Fleer Legacy Collection, 2001, numbered to 50. So lots of bonds cards numbered to 50. I got 5 bonds cards numbered to 50. And then the last pickup, this one is not numbered. But damn, check out that patch. Wow, and I know it says authentic game-worn jersey, but every example of the 2001 Topps 50th anniversary reprint rookie cards that Topps has made. I believe it's, 2001. So they're starting in 51, or maybe 52 to 2001 is 50 years of collecting, but only 49 calendar years, but 50 releases, because of course 1952 would be 1, not 0. Yeah, this card is sick. But like I was saying, every card I've seen that is chrome is a patch. So even though it says Jersey here, they're all patches. And check out that patch. That's from the logo of the Pirate. And that is the X on the hat. So if you ever look at the logo of the Pirate, that's where that's from. And then, of course, back in 01, they put hologram stickers on all the relic cards. There we go. So that's sick. Sick card there. I love it. And those are my pickups. Additions to my Bonds collection. I have been picking up other players, but I haven't been making videos of those pickups because I am having so much fun with my Bonds collection right now. Because this JM collection has been introduced into the marketplace, I've just been having a blast buying these cards. So guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think about the hobby and our mortality and what happens to our collections and our collecting career and what we can acquire throughout the course of a collecting career, how we evolve as collectors, how we evolve and how much we spend, how we evolve in the way that we look at collecting. I mean, it's been a huge evolution for me. And if you look at my early videos, actually, if you go back into my archives on YouTube and look at some of the stuff I was posting back then and compare it to what I've been posting lately, you can tell that I've definitely evolved as a collector. And it'll be interesting to see where my collection goes throughout the rest of my life. And you know what, guys? This hobby is so important to me. It brings me so much joy. It gives me the endorphins, that dopamine, that brain dopamine that makes me feel alive. I love collecting. I love cards. I love thinking about the hobby. I love reading about the hobby. I just love this hobby. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. I really would like some feedback on some of the questions or thoughts that I have about the hobby. And even though this is the only card not numbered, I'm going to go out with this card. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, until next time, happy collecting.